What's good, y'all? Lord, I wasn't even gonna sing today. It's funny, you weren't ready to hear me sing, child. I'm not even gonna lie. My energy kind of low right now, but I'll sing. Woo, if you with it, holla if you hear it. It's the only goddess with a message from spirit. What's coming down from the divine spirit guides ancestors now? What's coming down? Okay, that made me feel a little bit better. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's been one of those days, y'all. But I didn't want to not show up. Oh, jeez. I didn't even get a chance to shuffle yet. And cards already trying to fly out. Okay, Spirit. I appreciate it, boo. You know when you feel like you're going through those tower moments of life where you really don't have any control about what's going on around you, yet people gaslight you and make you feel like it's your fault? Yeah, I'm having one of those episodes today. But I told myself I'm still going to show up for my Uni Goddess gang so they can get a week ahead message, so we can tap in, see what's goody. I don't know if anybody else has been dealing with some gaslighting, with some projecting, with everybody wanting to, speak their opinions about what they think you should be doing with your life. And it sucks when it's people, it's like you feel like you just have to take it from. But at the end of the day, it's just temporary. And I have to remind myself that this feeling is just temporary, okay? But anyhow, let's get straight to this reading. Let's see what the message is for the week ahead. What does my Yoni Goddess gang and I need to know at this time for our greatest and highest good? Healing and expansion, Spirit, Ashe. All right. So, if you are not already aware, before I get into this reading, my Cash App is pinned. So if you feel moved to tip for the energy exchange, equal energy exchange is always welcome. If you are interested in booking a personal message with me, I am doing a sale this week for Valentine's Day. For one question, it's $4.44 for the energy exchange. For two questions, it's $14.14 for the energy exchange. I'm confused. I don't understand the question. Is there a way to know if someone will keep a baby or having abortions? That's something that I will go to the doctor about because I'm not a physician, so I can't really tell you. I don't know the situation to give you a real answer. I'm sorry. But let's get into this reading. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, so some of us, I don't know, if anybody else besides me has had some verbal interactions with people, and it's at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to let certain people be right. Some battles aren't worth fighting, and sometimes, it's even harder when we have to look at ourselves and figure out, so what is it within me that where am I not taking accountability? What have I done to contribute to this disconnect, to this static? It's like we have to look at it from both sides, because I know, for one, I can definitely become a damn victim, and point the finger, and I don't want to be that type of person, because you can't grow being that. So some of us may have an issue with, wanting to be the victim in the story instead of looking, okay, what is it that I could have done differently, or what did I do to contribute to this tension? To what did I do to contribute to, or what did I allow to bring this energy into my life. Hey, boo. So the present energy we have, don't let the past hold you back, South Node. So some of us may be dealing with, internal conflicts that are stem from our past, maybe past jobs, past connections. Maybe people still want to keep you in that same box, and they want to keep you in like this past person, like they want to keep seeing you as the old you, as this past person as well. Thank you, my love. Girl, I'm just, partly reading, partly venting, sometimes, you just gotta agree to disagree with people. But at the end of the day, some battles just aren't worth fighting. Some things you just cannot take personal. It's easier said than done. It's kind of like that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's false. Words will hurt you way worse than any physical altercations, because physical wounds heal, but internal wounds, mental wounds, those things can sometimes last forever, and it could be something that you just have to deal with. So I feel like with this, don't let the past hold you back. It's important for us to really dive deep and go within and really get to the roots of our triggers, get to the roots of that past situation, that past person, that may be plaguing us in the present, making us feel like, we can't, things won't improve, making us feel like really have us sitting here figuring out, okay, where do I go from here? Okay, what's crossing us? We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So there is a tough cycle that we are going through. Some of us, I feel like with this Capricorn energy, it could be work related. It could be related to our money. It could be related to trying to find a new career, trying to find, passion for, your career, doing something that you're passionate about. Some of us could be having a hard time, funding our business, or having a hard time, finding that inspiration, having that, motivation to keep going, because we're in a career that we despise, and it's only to pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on the back and keep the lights on. It's really tough when you know that you are meant and made for more and that you deserve better, but you feel like you're in a situation where you just feel like you're stuck, So Spirit is definitely calling for us to have faith, to know that this too shall pass. Like I was saying before, this situation is just a temporary one. Our feelings are temporary, and we get so caught up in our feelings that we start to sink into them, and that's what causes depression. That's what causes anxiety. That's what causes overthinking. That's what causes us to be triggered and causes us to succumb to addictions to food, substances, escapism, people. It's important for us to really not allow our past to trigger us, and when we do feel triggered, to really, find healthy solutions, to find healthy alternatives, rather than going back to what we know is not good for us. Okay, we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So heavy on this Capricorn energy. A Capricorn could be significant to somebody. Somebody could be ending a tough cycle with a Capricorn. Some of us could have Capricorn placements, and there could be new opportunities coming towards us in finances and career, but some of us may not feel like we are deserving or that we are worthy of them. We may feel intimidated or overwhelmed by these new opportunities. And like I said, some of us may feel like we're working so hard, and we feel like we're working for nothing. But Spirit is here to remind us that, like I said, don't lose faith. Your hard work is paying off, even if you don't see how it's paying off, even if you don't see how things are working in your favor. Sometimes the spirit realm may be doing things behind the scenes when you feel like nothing is happening. Okay, I feel like I needed to hear that. The past, we have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So sometime around the new moon, or maybe the new moon eclipse last year, there was a powerful shift. There was a change. The eclipse was in Sagittarius, I believe. So there could have been some powerful changes that happened recently or in the recent past. And because those changes were so overwhelming, maybe very, too good to be true. Sometimes, we can get in spaces where, like I said, we feel undeserving, where we feel unworthy because of past situations. It's almost as if, okay, shit is going too well. Like, what's the catch? We can't have that type of mindset. We have to have the mindset of abundance, of gratitude, of prosperity. Okay, and we can't allow things that we cannot control, or the things that other people say, to get us down or to make us feel less than who we are and less worthy of, our dreams. Okay, we literally have have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So Spirit is saying, stay open to the possibilities, stay optimistic. Okay, keep your minds and your thoughts in a loving, positive, and gratitude based mindset. Okay, we have to be mindful of how we think, how we speak to ourselves, and to be mindful of the people that we are around, because sometimes that means we have to set boundaries with people who may have a very narrow-minded viewpoint about life, and they only know life by their worldview. Okay, they don't have the same worldview as you, so it's easy for them to try to project their cynicism onto you. Okay, sometimes you can allow people to talk. Like I said, some arguments are not worth having. Sometimes you just have to let people get their opinions out, whether you agree with them or not. And just because they're talking to you, it doesn't mean that you have to take what they say and run with it. You can listen to understand what they're saying, thank them for their opinion, and make the decision on whether this information is something that is applicable. Is it something that resonates? Is it something that you can take away and use for your, in your favor, or is it something that was used to gaslight you? It's about being able to decipher if this is helpful information or if this is gaslighting information. Is this the enemy? Is this the devil trying to creep up in here and sow seeds of doubt? Okay, so Spirit is saying remain faithful. Okay, we have bring love into the situation. Okay, new moon in Aquarius, and the new moon in Aquarius was last week or the week before. It was last week. Yeah, it was last week. So what intentions did you set during the new moon in Aquarius? Okay, whatever intentions you may have set around that time, whatever it is that you're manifesting at this point, whether it be a new career, whether it be new loving and reciprocal connections, relationships, whatever it is that you are setting the intention to manifest into your life. Okay, make sure that you are always in the highest frequency of all, which is love, showing a love for Goddess, showing gratitude, focusing on what you are passionate about, and having faith that it will, create the abundance that you desire. Okay, it's about really focusing on your passions, really focusing on, just doing it because you love it, not because you need other people to validate it, not because you need other people to agree with you. Okay, doing it because it's something that you're passionate about. All right, so that's the path to the future. That's the path, is to do things for the love of it, for the purest of intentions, not doing something expecting something in return. Okay, the blessed are those who have a giving heart, because it's not about giving to the undeserving. It's about giving knowing that even if you don't receive anything back, that you will always be blessed. You will always be taken care of. Okay, God sees everything that you do. God sees your heart. God knows your intentions. So as long as your intentions are pure, you will always be blessed. Period. Okay, we have communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Okay, so it's important that, like I said, we learn to communicate effectively. We learn to communicate with love. Sometimes things can be, when you are in it, because I know, I'm going to speak for myself, I can be defensive when I feel people are coming at me crazy. Okay, and when I feel like I'm being misunderstood or cut off, or if I feel like people don't care about what I'm saying, that makes me, want to not want to communicate, or that makes me want to get disrespectful. It's important to really be mindful, that effective communication is about listening to understand and not listening to respond. So some of y'all could be communicating with a Gemini. I was just communicating with a Gemini, and I was in my feelings. So it's about really knowing how effective it is to really be clear about where you're coming from, and to be open to receiving what the other person is saying. And like I said, take the information for what it is. If it don't apply, let it fly. Okay? It's about knowing that you can have a conversation without it being elevated as well, without it always, resulting in to some type of verbal attack or argument. Okay? Not everything has to be an argument. All right? Somebody need to hear that. I know I did. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. So some of y'all may have those mutable placements, and this is the energy of basically saying that the way things manifest is up to you, and it's up to, the actions that you make, and it's up to your mindset. It's about having that ability to go with the flow. Okay, that is what being a mutable sign or having mutable energy is about, is knowing that things are always destined to change, whether we like it or not. Things are not always going to go the way that we want them to. So it's about having that ability to go with the flow regardless, trusting and having faith that things are going to come together the way they are supposed to. And also knowing that because nothing is yet set in stone, you have to be very mindful about your actions, about your thoughts, and about your words. Okay? So it's time for you to realize that in order for you to move forward, you cannot get stuck. You cannot get complacent. You cannot allow other people's thoughts and opinions and words, or your own inner critic, your own, mindset to get in your way, to make you question, what you're working towards, to make you question if your manifestations and your dreams and your goals are even possible. In the hopes and fears, we have a time for healing. Balsamic moon. So we are realizing that there are some past things that we need to heal from, some triggers. Some of us, like I said, could have a problem with being defensive. I'm one of them. When we feel like people really don't understand us, or people really don't, value our opinions. It's about not getting triggered and not allowing people to steal your joy, regardless on whether or not they understand you or not. Okay, for some of us, we have some healing to do from these connections, these situations that are coming to an end. Some of us are healing from trauma that is based and rooted in childhood, possibly needing to be our own parents, reparenting ourselves, and truly being that nurturing person that we felt we lacked. It's really time for us to not be afraid of our own healing. Don't be afraid to deal with your feelings, because that is the key to healing. Okay, so some of us need to do some shadow work, some scripting, writing down the things that no longer serve you, doing a burning bowl ritual, grounding yourself in water, with spiritual baths, turning your shower into a power shower, and meditation. And while I'm saying this, the final outcome is meditate and contemplate. So really grounding yourself in meditation, connecting with the divine, so you can, receive those downloads, receive that guidance from your spirit team, from your guides on what to do next. Okay, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like you don't know what to do, and you start to overthink, and you start to get anxious, and you start to get depressed, and you start to get in your feelings, and you think about picking up that that phone and calling that person that isn't good for you. When you think about ordering that food from DoorDash when you don't need to be buying no food, or if you're thinking about, trying to escape through social media, and what do they call it? Doom scrolling. Basically, when you scroll on the gram and basically compare your life to other people and you don't even know what the hell they're going through. These are the things we have to be mindful of and what we need to not succumb to. These are the addictions that we need to be aware of when we feel triggered. When we feel triggered, we need to do our spiritual hygiene, like meditation, okay? Like working out, praying, journaling, okay? These are the things that we need to prioritize. We need to speak positive affirmations when we start to think these negative thoughts, when we start to feel these negative energies and entities try to lower our vibrations, okay? So definitely, Spirit is saying it's time to meditate. The new moon in Pisces, I feel like answers or a clear path will be revealed through meditation, especially around the new moon in Pisces. Okay, so let's end the reading with some self-care, because I know I need it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the only Goddess Gang needs it too. Okay, I will be reposting this on YouTube. If you are not already subscribed to my YouTube, make sure you go subscribe. The link is in the bio. I do weekly readings for the 12 zodiac signs, as well as other content as well. So what is the self-care that we need for the week ahead, Spirit? What do we need to know at this time for our fire roses? Some highest good, healing, growth, and expansion. So we have aromatherapy. So some of us may be thinking about, investing in some incense, candles, diffusers, making our homes and our cars and our workspaces, smell good to help sweeten our energy and our auras. Okay. Hey, girl. So definitely investing in some candle work as well is what I'm hearing. You may want to, pick a candle that could be the color of maybe a chakra that you want to focus on. Like for the sacral chakra, if you want to promote creativity and sacral chakra healing and things of that nature, you can buy an orange candle, write down what you want to manifest, and burn that candle, or dress your candle with certain herbs and oils that you want to add to that candle as well. As well as you can, what I do with incense in particular, I'll either pray over it, I'll speak my intentions and then light it, or I used to have those really thick ones where I would actually write down the things I wanted to release or manifest on the incense and burn it. Okay, so we have look to the stars. So some of us may be looking more into astrology at this time, really watching our horoscopes, learning more about our charts at this time, our and learning more about like how the planets and where the planets are placed affect our everyday lives and moods and the people around us. Okay, we have spend time with animals. So some of us may be spending time with our fur babies at this time, our friends' fur babies. We may be seeing a lot of different animals a lot. And these could be spiritual signs from the divine, from your spirit team, trying to communicate with you through animals. At the bottom of the deck, watch a movie. So Spirit may be calling for you to spend some time, like I said, to watch a movie with your fur baby. Like the person in the photo in the art is curled up with her cat. You may be wanting to curl up with your fur baby by yourself or with a part of your soul tribe to watch your favorite film, to watch, something that new that may be coming out, or looking at something, maybe a foreign film, as well. So I hope that this reading resonated. I will be posting it on my YouTube. I am having a sale, if you are not already aware, for Valentine's Day. For love readings, for one question is $4.44. For two, it is $14.14. Okay, I will also be having personal readings as well as regular mini reads for like just general stuff or anything that's not love related. Okay, my love. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I definitely needed that message, and I hope that this was a message that you needed, that gave you any clarity that you may have been searching for. So remember to drink your water, grow your edges, and mind your business. And I promise the next time I'm up here, I will not look this crazy. Okay. Peace, y'all.